Hey, fourth and fifth grade, happy Thursday. It is almost Friday. We are almost done with our first week of digital learning. You guys are doing amazing. I miss you so much, and I wish that we could be in regular math group with each other, but we're doing the best that we can, and I'm super, super proud of you. So today we're going to look at multiplying decimals by hundreds or thousands. And so we're just going to take it a little bit of a step further than where we were yesterday. So what I'd like for you to do is go ahead and open up your student textbook, your 5B textbook, to page 50. Go ahead and pause the video and do that for me. Okay, so we're on page 50. Let's go ahead and read up at the top. And I'm going to move my camera so we can read together. Let's look at this section. Multiply 0.8 by 200. Okay, so now they're going to break it down for us a little bit. We have 0.8 times 200 equals 0.8 times 2. Now we got that 2 because there are two hundreds, okay? The 2 is in the hundreds place. Now we're going to put those two together and we're going to multiply them by 100. So the first thing that you need to do is combine what's in your parentheses, just like we did yesterday. That's what's going to come first. You're going to multiply 0.8 times 2, and that's going to get you to 1.6. And then don't forget to multiply it by your 100. Now we're at the place where we were yesterday. You have 2 zeros in your 100, so you're going to move your decimal place to the right 2 times, and you end up with 160, okay? Then down here, you're going to multiply 0.14 by 3,000, and you have 0.14 times 3. You're going to look at what is in your thousands place, your 3, and take it out, so put it here. And then you're going to multiply both of those by your thousands. Multiply 0.14 times 3 first, which leads you to 0.42, and then multiply your 1,000. Now, because you have 3 zeros, you're going to move your decimal place over 3 times, and then you're going to end up with 420. Let's go ahead and try some together. Go ahead and get out your whiteboard or your piece of paper, and we're going to work through some of these together, okay? So look at your textbook. Let's look at number 31 underneath guided learning that says complete. So let's write this down. We have 0.7 times 400. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and break this down a little bit for us. So I'm going to take my 0.7, and I see that we're working with the hundreds here. So I'm going to look at what number I have in my hundreds place. What number do I have? Good job. I have a 4. So I'm going to multiply 0.7 times 4. And then I can't forget about my hundreds because my 4 was in the hundreds place. So I'm going to multiply all of that by 100. Okay? Next step, I'm going to multiply these two together. So 0.7 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28, good. And then 4 times 0 is 0. Don't forget to add on your 2. I'm going to bring my decimal down. Okay, so I end up with 2.8. So let me erase this, 2.8, 2.8. Remember that. Okay, so this is 2.8. Now I need to multiply that by my 100 there. So now we're ready. How many zeros do we have in 100? Good, we have 2. Now if I multiply, I'm going to move to the right. Good job. So here I am, I'm going to rewrite it, and I'm going to move it 2 times to the right because I'm multiplying. 1, 2. Mark my decimal. Remember, if there's nothing in this place, what do you add? Good job, a 0. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of my humps here. Okay, now I could add a 0 in my tenths place. I don't have to. If you wrote 280, that's fine too. These are equivalent to each other. Okay, it's the same thing. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. I would like for you to try number 32 in your textbook. Go ahead and give that a try. Pause the video. Awesome job, guys. Good job. Let's go ahead and work through this together to see our work, to see if we need to fix anything. So we have 0.19 times 4,000. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and break this up a little bit so it's easier to manage, and then I can do my trick with my zeros, because remember, I can only do it if I have a 10, 100, or 1,000. This is 4,000, so I can't do my trick yet. So let's go ahead and get it to the place where I can do my trick. So I'm going to make this 0.19, and I'm going to multiply my 4, because my 4 is in my thousands place. And then at the end, I'm all the way in the thousands place, so I need to multiply it by 1,000. Ooh, let's move over a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to multiply it by 1,000. All right, let's go ahead and multiply these guys first. So I've got 0.19 times 4. 9 times 4, 36. Good job. Carry my 3. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3. We have 7. Bring down my decimal. And 0 times 4 is 0. So I end up with 0.76. So I'm going to erase my work here to make room. All right, so this became 0.76 times my 1,000. I can't forget to do that. All right, now I've brought it down to 1,000. So now I can do my trick, because remember, I couldn't if it was 4,000. How many zeros do I have in this number? 3. Excellent. So I'm going to rewrite this, and I'm going to move my decimal to the right 3 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Decimal place. Remember, if I have a hump, what do I put inside of it if there's no number? Great job. A 0. Okay, so I'm going to erase my previous decimal, my movements, my humps there. And I'm going to look at my new answer. So you could put a 0 here in your tenths if you want to. Remember, if you have a 0 on either side, they're really not necessary. So let's go ahead and erase. You could do that. That's the same thing. And you could do this, which is also the same thing. So this just looks a little bit nicer. So our answer should be 760. All right, go ahead and try 33 for me, and then we're going to go over it together. So pause the video. Excellent job, guys. So we have 0.143 times 3,000. I can't do my 0 trick yet because this is not broken down into the thousands yet. I have a 3,000, so I can't do my trick. I want to make sure I can do that. So let's go ahead and break this down. So I'm going to do 0.143 times my 3, because that's in my thousands place. And then I'm going to take all of that and I'm going to multiply it by 1,000, because that's the place value that we're going to here. Okie doke. Let's go ahead and multiply these guys. So I have 0.143 times 3. So we should go ahead and solve that. So 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 3, 12. Carry my 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Plus my 1 is 4. I almost said it. Did you hear that? All right, bring down my decimal. 3 times 0 is 0. Okay, so here is my new decimal that I can work with now. 0.429. 0.429. And then I'm going to multiply that by my 1,000. Now I'm good to go. Now I can do my 0 trick. I have 3 zeros here, so I'm going to move my decimal to the right 3 times. Let's rewrite it down here so it's easier to see. Here we go. Let's move it. 1, 2, 3, decimal point. Okay, erase my old decimal, erase my movements. And if I want to, I can put a 0 there. This is the same thing as this. These are the same things as this, okay? This just looks nicer. It looks cleaner because we really don't need the zeros on either side, all right? So you should have gotten 429 as your answer for that one. Okay, my cute little nuggets. What I would like for you to do today is, sorry, I'm trying to think through this, my sweet friends. Okay, let's go ahead and open up our workbooks today. Let's open up your 5B workbook. And I would like for you to do page 26 in your workbook. All right. Go ahead and pause the video. Moms, dads, grandparents, you can come back and check your kids' work. Here are the answers that you're looking for, okay? So go ahead and make sure that we've got all the right answers. If we missed some, let's walk through what we did to make sure that we are all good to go with multiplying these decimals, okay? All right, sweet friends, I will see you tomorrow for math. And tomorrow we're going to be dividing some decimals. Woo woo, get ready. See you soon. Bye.